So let's take you back to that story where a 15-year-old girl is fighting for dear life in a city hospital after a forced abortion went wrong. And the girl had been working at a brothel in Eastleigh before she became pregnant, and police officers have raided the said brothel and arrested one woman believed to be behind the illegal child sex trade and rescued four other girls, all minors. Our reporter, Mary Mwaki, has been covering and following these stories since early afternoon today and has just spoken to the Pangani OCPD. Mary, good evening. What do you know so far?
Good evening to you, Sophia. Yeah, we are just back from Eastleigh, where we've been chasing this story all afternoon. As you've rightly mentioned, it all began with this 15-year-old minor who tells us she was abducted from Mandera in July last year and brought to Nairobi, she was promised that she was going to be taken to school, only to find that she was actually going to be working in a brothel. Now, her sad tale is that she was forced to go with different men and she didn't have a say in it. And when they discovered, or when the madam who was selling her to these men discovered that she was pregnant, she forced her to swallow abortion pills and even went ahead to step on her abdomen to make sure that this pregnancy came out. Now, at the time when we were speaking to her, she was just writhing in pain. She couldn't even explain herself properly. We thank God she's been taken to hospital. Now, we proceeded to Pangani police station, where we sought to find out whether any action has been taken against the said brothel, and officers were kind enough to take us on a mission where they went to raid the house in Eastleigh. We found a middle-aged woman who's about 45 years old, and in the same house we found 5 girls. We found one that was 7 years old. We found another one that was about 10 years old. We found a 16-year-old who had a drug, and the officers who were with us told us they couldn't speak to us on camera because they're not allowed to speak to the media, but they told us that this girl, the blue pill she had in her mouth, was actually a drug that is used to make them lose consciousness during that act. And we also found another girl who's about 17 years old. She had just given birth to a baby who's about 5 days old. And we found another girl whose age we could not establish, but from the looks of it, she was a minor. Now, this house is located on 12th Avenue in Eastleigh, and we found a lot of things. We found shisha, we found a lot of cartons, which I'm told are flavors for shisha. We also found sex-enhancing drugs. We also found drugs that are believed to be codeine. We also found syringes that, from the look of things, indicate that maybe these girls or the men that come to buy them also use these drugs. And the sad thing is that this woman who's trafficking these young girls is also rearing her children, who are both under 10, in that same house. So the woman has been arrested. All these girls have been taken to police station, and as soon as they've been processed and debriefed, the police have assured us that they will be taken to safe places. Sophia.
Thank you, Mary, for that, painting a very disturbing picture of those developments there that we will continue to cover and bring more details as we get them. Mary Mwaki live for us this